Hi guys, welcome back to Rybrook TV, and today I'm going to indulge you in some Swedish loveliness because this is the Volvo V90.
The Volvo V40 is Volvo's large premium estate. It's available with 3 petrol engines and 1 diesel. All engines come with mild hybrid technology, and there is also a full 340 horsepower plug-in hybrid available called the T6, which is the model I have here. Now, let's have a look at some of the design elements.
The overall design of the V90 is very Scandi cool. We'll start down here at the business end, the front end. This particular one is a lighter spec in the new ones, which is kind of confusing, but if you want any more information on the new spec lineup of Volvo, please use the link in the top of the screen to go and check out Jack's video where he runs through all the new spec options. We've got this beautiful chrome grille down here, which contrasts really nicely with the blue paint. And just like every single video I've ever filmed on a Volvo, I'll say it again, it's got the coolest name for headlights ever. Thor's hammer. It really is like Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. I really do love the design of Volvos, and you might not expect that from me. I think there's something very cool, very sophisticated, very modern and very elegant about the way they're designed, and the V90 especially. Along the side, it's very recognisable as a Volvo estate. It's clean, crisp, elegant. There's not too many fussy lines all over the place. You've got a really nice chrome strip along the bottom here, which again contrasts and works really well with the chrome around the windows. This particular car as well has chrome around the door handles. Now normally I'm not really one for chrome, I don't really like it on cars, but I think in this instance, on this V90, I think it works incredibly well. It just ties in so well with the overall specification of this car and the interior, which we'll come on to a little bit later on. But it's very, very recognisable, isn't it? Instantly recognisable. Now it is quite a big car, it's a long way from the front to the back, but that means you get an awful lot of space inside, which we'll come to in a minute. Firstly though, let's have a look around the back. As we move around to the rear of the car, it's a very sleek, very Scandi cool, very simplistic design. There's not an overload of lines and creases in the back bumper. It's just very crisp, very clean and very elegant. You'll notice there's no exhaust pipes down the back. Of course there are some because this has an internal combustion engine. They're just hidden underneath the bumper, which makes for a cleaner design across the bumper. Again, more chrome down here to tie in with the rest of the specification. And then let's move on to the lights. So these rear lights don't just follow the contours of the body. When you unlock the car, watch this, the light follows that contour up and round. Simple little things that just add an air of classiness and elegance to the V90. Now, before we jump into the driver's seat, I just wanted to show you how much room there is back here, because this is going to be bought by families and people that need to transport lots of people about, and there is acres of room back here. It's a really lovely place to sit as well. There's loads of headroom, and it's just trimmed so well. The leather's so supple and lovely. Legroom, as I say, loads of storage bins here as well, and then you can pull the centre armrest down, and this is invaluable. Just having an armrest in the middle is beautiful. There is just so much room. This car has heated seats in the back as well, which is just an added bonus. And blinds, look at that, you got blinds. Just in case, you know, it was the sun was blinding you. It's such a cool place to be. And there is just a load of space back here. Very impressive. But now, let's jump into the driver's seat and I'll show you the full extent of the interior. And just like that, we're now in the driver's seat. Now, this light interior with this wood and chrome just works so incredibly well on this car. I love the layout of Volvos. They are very familiar, from the XC40 to the V60 to the S60 to the XC90 to this, the V90. You can jump in and out of any of them and know exactly where everything is and exactly what you want to do. So you've got this beautiful sort of black effect down here, which is really lovely. The nice glass gear selector down here looks beautiful. We've got a slightly redesigned digital display directly in front of me, which is really nice. The map in there is really crisp as well, so this car can run Google Maps, which is very useful, great system to use. As well as that, you can have Google Assistant in here, link your Android phone up to it and really take advantage of all of the features that this car has. Of course, we've got the usual things you'd expect, so dual zone climate control, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and a load more. You've got all the parking cameras, everything in here. But I just love the design of a Volvo. Everything just feels so cool and crisp. I keep saying those words, cool and crisp. I think they're probably the two words that I'd use to best sum up this car. I really do love the interiors of Volvos and the quality of everything in this car, from the leathers across the top of the dashboards to the gloss black down here, just to the little switches here as well. The touchscreen is nice and responsive, so you can use all the features. It's just a really lovely place to sit. And with that, these seats are glorious. The seats in Volvos are spectacular. The wood trim along here, the quality of that is exceptional. The whole interior is just a beautiful sweeping design. It's really been thought out. But I think what we need to do now is start this car up and go for a quick drive so I can tell you just how the V90 drives. Well, the V90 drives beautifully. It's so serene, so quiet, and so refined in here. It's just beautiful. This being the Recharge, when you first jump into it, it starts in pure electric mode. So you get your electric driving. It's totally silent. Now, of course, you can tell it whether you want to be in hybrid mode, in pure electric, or you want to save that battery using the button down here. Now, when you're in hybrid mode, the car will choose between whether it wants petrol or electric. Currently, I'm in hybrid, and what it's doing is it's choosing which to use. Now, I used pretty much all of my electricity driving over to the location I've just filmed the walk around, so I haven't got much left, but it's still at the minute trying to use electric power. It's silent. It's such a lovely drive. It's not the most sporty car in the world, but you don't buy a V90 to be the last word in cornering, agility and performance, do you? You drive it to waft about in incredible comfort with a load of boot space and a load of space for your passengers. And the V90 does that impeccably. So, what are my final thoughts on the Volvo V90? Well, if you're after a long, practical, usable estate car with an element of Scandi cool, this is probably the car for you. If you'd like any more information on the Volvo V90 or any Volvo for that matter, please use the links in the description of this video to contact your nearest Rybrook Volvo retailer. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I'll catch you guys next time.